Hey guys, welcome back to Sulky House. It's Laurel here, and I wanted to show you a little project that I have been thinking about working on, and I'm finally getting around to it. So I figured, you know what? It's not a big involved thing. It doesn't involve any real effort or hard work or sewing, thank goodness. And it has to do with these embroidered napkins that I picked up at a local thrift store last week, I believe. And I thought, what am I going to do with these? And I'm going to show you one of the designs. It's just this little slipper that I think is just adorable. And the thing is, if you're a thrifter like I am, or you scour the antique shops or the consignment stores, you know yourself, you've probably seen a lot of embroidery around. And I think a lot of times it gets passed by and doesn't get its due diligence because maybe it seems a little old fogey or a little grandmothery or just old fashioned, a little whatever. You can fill in the blank. Maybe it's not your bag. And maybe on the whole, it might not be my vibe, but I'll tell you one thing. As a person who does not knit, who does not sew, who does not crochet, and definitely does not embroider, I cannot tell you, or weave, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of those crafts, because it is true craftsmanship to have the patience and to have the skill to put something as delicate in the time and effort as something like this into just this little napkin. I mean, I couldn't even wipe my face on this napkin. It's just too beautiful to use that way. So I thought, what can I do with this to repurpose this kind of thing? And I'm going to show you because I have a little finished product here. Along with this little slipper, I also bought its companion, this little embroidered teapot. And what I did was I ended up framing this little teapot, and it has one of the backings so you can put it on a table or you could hang it. But I thought, this is just, I'm sorry, this is just like the cutest thing. And it is very vintagey. And again, if it's not your vibe, it's not your vibe. That's okay. Here at Sulky House, I have such a mix of things. I have sculpture, I have found objects, I have art. What I'm trying to say is I just have a mix of all kinds of things. And I think it lends itself to kind of keeping that eclectic kind of feel, like you never know what's around every corner here. And I like looking at beautiful things, whether they're just from nature or some person just created this something out of nothing. That to me is the best thing of all. So I'm just going to show you step by step what I did. It's so easy. And maybe the next time you yourself are in a thrifting store or a consignment store or whatever, and you see some neat embroidery, you might want to try this and put it in your own home. Very easy. So here we go. Okay, so first of all, I am just going to go through and iron the material. The irons finally got hot enough to get out at least most of the wrinkles. You might not get out all of them. Cotton, linen sometimes can be very persnickety when it comes to trying to get out every single line and crease, but I just kind of do the best that I can. Of course, picking a frame is going to be completely individual depending on your taste and what kind of look you want to achieve. I got these frames from Hobby Lobby, and this frame was $11.99. But I liked kind of the distressed look about it, and I like the kind of farmhouse vibe it gets. And this is the one that I'm going to use for this slipper design. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to take everything out, and the backing and the glass, and they put these stickers on the inside of the glass, and I'm going to take a moment to get that off because it's never easy, and you're always going to have to clean your glass, and make sure, this is a no-brainer, that you clean your hands, but save the little white, and hopefully it's white on the back, but save this little piece because we are going to be using this in the project. Okay, so the frame is all taken apart, and I am going to take some spray adhesive. I found this to be the best thing to use, but spray adhesive, I'm going to spray the back of this, and I'm going to take this piece of paper, without that, and I'm going to adhere it to this armature here. So that's the next step. I'm going to take it outside to spray. Now I sprayed this, and you do not have to saturate. A little goes a long way, and it's just enough to create a tact. And so I'm going to take this, I'm going to lay it down here, and I'm going to place it on. I know it's out of the frame, but I'm going to do this because it happens to, it just goes very quickly. And the reason why I put this on, see, that's as quick as it is I just put it on. Again, make sure that you have clean hands. And the reason why I do this is because the linen itself is transparent, it's see-through. So I didn't want the brown backing to kind of shine through and take away from the brightness of the embroidered piece here. So I've got this backing now, and now I'm going to cut out around the image, and then we'll place it on this armature. So the glass from the frame is what I'm going to use as my template for cutting this piece out. So I'm going to place it so that it is, I'd like to have this border here, so I'm going to keep that as part of the picture. So I'm going to put the glass just flush up to the edge here, and I'm just going to make sure that everything looks like it is sitting evenly, and that there's enough space on either side of the image so that it doesn't look like it's leaning one way too much. And then, sorry, my arm here, I'm going to take my pen, and I'm just going to lightly just create a line. You can use a marker, whatever, a pencil even, whatever. And maybe not a marker because it does tend to bleed, but just a light guide to go around that image, and then remove the glass. Whoop. Maybe not remove the glass yet. This is where editing comes in. Okay, let's just grab that. There we go. And then just set the glass off to the side. And what I'm going to do, and it's going to take some time, but I'll just tell you, these are the sharpest scissors I have in the house. It's like my last set of sharp scissors. Make sure your scissors are really sharp before you start cutting along the line so that you don't pull or create any jagged edges. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And here is my cutout piece. I'm always so nervous if I don't have like just the most super sharp scissors, and there's a little piece I need to cut. And then I have all of this other fabric left. I don't know, could it be used as a hat maybe? I don't know, but just kidding. As somebody who does not sew, if anybody wants to say in the comments anything, throwing it out, or maybe they have another idea as a use for some of this fabric, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm always open. So now is the fun part. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the glass. This is a little funky before. Let's see if this goes in nicely this time. Oh, it did. And then I'm just going to lay my embroidery piece down and fit that. It should be to size. like so. And then I'm going to take my little stand armature and I'm going to slide that right in and lock it in. And hopefully this is going to look good. Let's look. And here we are. Here we are. Now that's cute. And there's Griffey. But I love this. I just love it. So there you have it, guys and gals. Here's two different pieces, two different looks. They're adorable, if I do say so myself. And it's nothing that I've done. It's just a way of repurposing beautiful embroidered work. And sometimes you can even take full tablecloths and frame them if you want, or maybe just take sections and create maybe a collage. It's really up to you and your aesthetic and what you like. And I myself am not going to be keeping these. I was very fortunate this week to find out that I actually am going to be renting booth space at Fairgrounds Antiques in Swansea, New Hampshire. So I'm going to have a booth. I'm going to do a soft move-in, but that's going to be on the 12th of this month. That's my official start date. And I'm so excited to put this together. And if you're ever in that area, please come visit the booth and pick up one of my business cards. And hopefully you'll find a little treasure that you can bring home for yourself. So thanks again for watching. Please comment if you have anything that you would like to say about this video. Please be respectful. That's all I ask. And give me a thumbs up if you like this video as well, if you found it informative or helpful or just kind of fun. So glad you're here. Thanks again for watching. And until next time, please take the best of care. So long.